Baseball season may be over, but if you listen closely, you can still hear the crack of the bat. And depending on the wood you're using, that sound is going to be very different, with bats like maple being a bit louder, higher pitched, mainly because of the way the wood compresses over time, while ash sounds a little bit more hollow. And look, when we talk about ash here in the state of Wisconsin, we know the borderline extinction that those trees are facing, mainly because of this guy, the emerald ash borer. According to the Wisconsin DNR, tens of millions of ash trees have died over the last 2 decades because of this invasive insect. But there is one father-son duo trying to make the best of this tragic situation by turning all of that dead wood into award-winning lumber.
We'll take a look at the candidate. About 7 years ago, I started noticing the dead ash trees in the property when we moved to this home. The ash was fallen victim to the emerald ash borer beetle.
Oh, it's a shame. Yeah, it's borderline extinction.
I knew that we wanted to do something other than make firewood from all of this ash. And so I thought, okay, let's make a baseball bat. I decided that I was going to turn 100 bats. I called that my apprenticeship, and I told myself after that 101st bat, we were going to make money on. We were going to sell it. And we did. I felt like I had emerged from the learning experience. Now my son is learning.
Can you point out the sapwood?
There. It's been very fun getting to do this with my dad. A few years ago, we entered a bat into the Ozaukee County Fair.
The judge asked August, did you do 80% or more of the work, would you say? And he was honest and he said no.
Because if I would have helped more, then we would have won.
He was disappointed. After our experience at the Ozaukee County Fair, his interest deepened, and he decided he wanted to turn his own bat and enter it into the fair.
I thought this was the summer to make my first baseball bat.
One morning we went out and we picked out a tree.
This is an excellent candidate. Do you concur, Doctor?
Oh, yeah. This is the one, Dad.
The first step in our process, we dropped the tree.
Let's drop it like it's hot. See the modeling?
Yes, I see that.
Yeah, it's going to make for a beautiful bat.
Then we split it up into 38-inch sections, and then we transport those back up to our studio in Cedarburg, put them on the lathe, and we turn those down to billets.
You're going to turn a bat, no problem, for the fair for sure.
Once we've achieved the shape of the billet, we introduce it into our library, which is a humidity-controlled, like humidor, and we season the billets there to our target moisture content, which is approximately 11 or 10%.
Just nestled in there nicely.
All right, August. County Fair is coming. We need to go downstairs and pick you out a blue ribbon billet. Once we've selected the appropriate billet, removed it from the library, we will take additional measurements on moisture content, weight,
77.9.
and then that's when the shaping process happens.
Does that look like the end of a baseball bat?
Yeah.
And I was only there to guide him, to be operate in a supporting role.
Yep, and then you can dig it in a little bit.
You got it. It's wonderful to watch him engage in a project where it has his focus. When you see your child focusing on a project, you know that you've hit the mark and you found something that is appealing to them and they want to learn it. Dude, wonderful. After the bat has been shaped on the lathe, sanded to a smooth finish, we'll take it off the lathe and then transport it down into the basement into our paint booth. And that's where the finishing occurs. And that's a combination of stain, paint, and typically lacquer. And then the final step in the process is to apply our Maker's Mark. Why don't you hit it with the blowtorch?
It means a lot to me, seeing my name on it.
When I see a baseball bat with my name on it, I feel like we have made something special. That's fantastic. That didn't exist in the world. We brought something special to the world, my son and I. You ready?
It's go time.
I'm really proud about how the bat turned out.
The blondness of the barrel, the smoothness of the lines, it's got a beautiful silhouette. I love the stain that he chose. It's like an espresso. He shocked me. Super competent. Way better than I was. He did an excellent job, man.
Did a really nice job on your bat. I like that you have now a logo on here. You're getting a whole lot better And then it's really coming along. But unfortunately, we're going to have to give this one a second.
Okay, thank you. He said he would like it more if it was like standing down. You could just like run your hand over it and there would be no bumps.
But the judge did love his bat so much, he gave him the Merit Award, which was a yellow ribbon. And that ribbon placed him second place overall in the entire woodworking division.
I was surprised. I thought I would just go home with second place.
I'm really proud of August, and I know how much work he poured into it because we've been shoulder to shoulder every step of the way.
Taking a dying ash tree and making it into an award-winning baseball bat and doing it with my dad is special.
It is the oldest story ever told. It is a father passing along the craft, handing it down to his son. It's magic.
Just an amazing story. And look, in case you're wondering what's next for Aaron and August Lenz, well, they're already ahead of you. They're not making award-winning baseball bats. They're turning these scraps into award-winning syrup.
Can I get some of this?
I mean, the syrup is great, especially with some vanilla ice cream. But man, like what they were able to do is so cool.
So amazing.